So what I do is I kind of get it started for them, and then I tell them to push. Right? Push. Done. The dexterity and the fingertip strength you need to be able to clip off and on. It's very important. Other things that are super important. Do not, for those of you who are not science teachers and maybe not familiar with this, a couple of things I found this out because, again, science is not taught hands-on to folks. And so there's certain things that people don't know about electrical circuits. And by the way, these circuits, this is stuff that's inside of our phones and our computers and all that type of stuff. Does it look exactly like this? No. But are these some of the underlying principles? Yes. So when we're talking about doing computational thinking and we're doing Ms. Steph, how are you celebrating CS Education Week? Is this really it is? Yes, it is. It's very related. All right, because how your circuits are connected inside the computer matters. If they're not hooked up properly, it's not going to work. Okay, so it starts with learning this basic stuff. Okay, so things that you don't do. What I would never do is take, say, an alligator clip. I'm not even going to do it here. I'm just going to tell you. Like, I wouldn't take an alligator clip and then connect these to each other. Your battery will get very warm because you're now completing the circuit inside of here. And the charge is just moving. And you get a conversion from electrical energy. It goes from chemical energy, because that's what's inside of here in the first place, BTW. Okay? Chemical energy then gets converted to electrons that are flowing through the wires, which is now what is electrical energy. That's all electricity is. It's electrons flowing through wire. Okay. And you get that loop, and now it becomes dangerous because it will even smoke. And you get heat instead of the electrons now being converted, instead of your chemical energy converted to electrical energy, which then gets converted to light energy, right? You saw the lights turn on. And that's how we're teaching about conservation of energy and all that type of stuff. So yeah, I could go on and on and on. But yes, it's super fun and super cool. And the next part that they learn is how to properly dismantle. Engineers not only need to put things together, but they need to be able to take things apart. You learn from taking things apart as well as putting them together. So we lift up very safely. Okay. Right, very properly. Very demure. Okay. Put these back together. And that's usually how I kind of store my things, so that I know that I have enough pairs. Yeah, teacher tip there. That's one of the ways to make sure I have the proper amount of sets. And I usually go with an extra 2 sets, an extra 2 batteries, extra Play-Doh. So you see, so this Play-Doh, after the electricity has been piped through a couple of times, as I mentioned in our unboxing, it won't work anymore. Okay? Because it's using up what's inside of here. The thing that conducts electricity that's inside of manufactured Play-Doh is the salt. Okay? Salt. For y'all that don't know. Or rather, table salt. Table salt contains a metal. Okay? The sodium. All right? And so that then reacts and is able to conduct the electricity. And so we have it there. You see how everything then is very neatly. That's the final step. You have enough time for any of your classes, right? You see how now they've had to put the materials back and reset for either your next class or whatever and what have you. That's it, y'all. We have been on for a few minutes now, and so I'm going to get ready to go ahead and log out and make sure I answer all the questions that I have. But I'm super excited to go through this week. We've got our traveling science teacher schedule And all of the sites already know, y'all know who you are. But in particular, the community activity or event that we're running is our Saturday Science program, and that's from 12 to 2 p.m. this coming Saturday on December 14th. After that, we will not be doing any public facing special events. There's a few folks that have asked me to kind of join in on, like, pajama parties at schools and stuff. But we won't be doing any public facing events again until January. Thank you so much for watching Live with Ms. Steph. Until next time, have an absolutely wonderful day.